Hello, we are here to do an ATR video. Attempt to repair. We're here for Quinton, 2420 Lower Richland Boulevard, Hopkins, South Carolina. Forgive the background noise. We're on the side of the road here, so we're going to try to make it work. Now, we have our area prepped here. We have the wind damage shingle that we have marked, and then we have the surrounding area that we're going to pay attention to, any creases, any damage. So we're going to pay attention to any areas that give with granule loss. So we have our snake tool here to mitigate the 45-degree threshold. We have our standard hammer. We got our gloves ready, and we're gonna go and chalk some stuff after. So for the sake of time, let's go and get started. We're gonna stick to that 45-degree angle. We're gonna be as delicate as we can. So let's go ahead and start breaking the seal and getting this shingle removed. So we have our, now I'm gonna try to get you guys the best angle that I can, so that way you can, like I said, this can be documented properly. So here's the shingle. Let's go ahead and start. Now this ends here, ends here. So let's go ahead and start. All right. And we don't want to be careful not to pierce through the shingles themselves, so that way we don't damage it while we're doing it. So okay, so now let's go ahead and start removing some nails. Just that. Just one nail. Now we're gonna go and reuse these because, judging by the condition of the roof, I can already tell by the holes that even using new material, new nails, it's not gonna, the integrity of the roof is already given way. So those nails are not gonna be properly adjusted to the roof once I nailed it in, due to the heat. And I can already tell by the nails that, you see that? See how it just fell through? It's already going through the shingle. That already tells me poor signs that it's not in the best condition. So those are the first set of nails. Let's go and start. That one went through as well. Let's see. That one's fine. That one went through as well. There we go. Yeah, you see how it just comes out easily? Even putting a new shingle is not going to do anything. So look at that, just went right through. So it's not going to do any right by the homeowner doing that, because I know it's not going to do anything to help the test at all. So even with a snake tool, you can only do so much. So let's see where we're at. All right. Let's go ahead and get an overview. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and pull her out. Let's go ahead and shot of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for photo sake purposes. Now keep in mind, when I did remove that, just by the granules alone that are already falling, look at that. Just look at that. And you can see here the amount of, that's just sliding it out. So set it to the side real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and put this back in. apply a couple nails so that we can, for the sake of time, so that way we don't spend too much time trying to put so many nails inside. Let's go ahead and start. Now, this tool is going to allow me to get under the shingle properly, but it always seems to just damage the nail. So even the snake tool itself is not helping me here when it should. So yeah, that didn't go in the way it was supposed to. Let's go ahead and put nail number 2. Now right now we're not worried about putting in so many nails. We're just really trying to make sure that shingle's in there. Let's go and put on our final nail. Put it through that snake tool. See, it still leaves a little gap. Still have to hit it after. Let's put our tools aside. Let's get a shot of that before we take a closer look. This is where we take our photo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see, just on the overview alone, I can already see multiple areas that failed with the granule loss already happening. You can already see the creases are very clear, so let's go ahead and examine. So here, 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 a little there, here. As you can see, all the granules that fall from that alone. Little diagonal. I mean, you can even see just by barely rubbing it. Another area right here. Look at it. You can just see the granules bouncing off that thing. Again, we stuck to a 45-degree threshold. Creases. Clearly see the creases. Let's go ahead and get an overview. Now that clearly failed. So the reason that failed is because, again, you got to think the condition of the shingle. Now that's just going to staircase. See the way that's happening? It's just going to staircase up from this shingle. So I only really worry about the 2 shingles above it. So as you can see, 2 columns up, both sets of shingles already damaged. Now those are going to have to get quote unquote repaired. That's going to damage the next set. And then now you're working your way up to the ridge, which is going to follow up to the other slope. Now that slope's going to have to get repaired. That's just going to staircase all the way down. Now you got to keep in mind there are various wind damage shingles already all over the roof, so you're gonna have to do that with that as well. And even though there are no valleys here per se, but you already have multiple wind damage shingles all over the roof, and you're gonna have a staircase issue all over this roof that is not going to bring the homeowner, it's not going to bring them back whole, which is, like I said, that's the obligation the homeowner has to be able to receive that from the insurance. But again, we went ahead and documented this attempt to repair. It was a fail from my point of view. Now we hope that the insurance reviews this and brings the homeowner back to a whole state and can bring up to a full repair. We're going to supplement for a full roof replacement, and we hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for your time. Have a good day.